Very good morning to all of you. So you all had a lovely weekend, right? And I always say festivals and holidays and functions are the best chances to build up genuine wala confidence. So many of you have sent me the capital gain answer sheet. We'll surely revert by today evening. You will get the suggested answer to check. But from your side, you have to check it and let me know, was the quality of the paper up to mark? You were able to do it? Did you find it too tough, or your feedback matters a lot? I have set the paper in such a way covering up MCQs, exemptions on. Okay. Now, as we move ahead, good morning, good morning. Keep joining fast. As we move ahead in today's class, very important is last week also we started an accountability challenge. That is how many hours you are going to study as per your nature, as per your habit. Not because Dipti ma'am is saying you study for 5 hours, 6 hours. So last week we had set a benchmark on Monday, and then you were accountable to me, right? So many of you were messaging that I'm working, so I'm going to study at least 2 hours. Now review it. Were you able to do 2 hours? Then this week, can we promise ourselves that, okay, along with job early in the morning or late night, surely I will study 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is because I can see my future right now. Are you feeling what I'm saying? If you can see your future right now, you will definitely stick to a plan. Okay? If you are not working, you are studying for the whole day, How many hours you are planning to study? 6 hours, make it 6 hours. 5 hours last week you could do comfortably. Can you make it 5 hours and 30 minutes this time? Right? So keep increasing, because regular studies is what is going to help. Now, in those 5 hours, core subjects, then some subjects, then hi and hello, very tough subject, go reverse. I've told you this many times. Very technical topic, go reverse. Directly do with the past exams, question answers, what is asked, rather than leaving it completely. Right? So I want some messages below. How many hours you all are going to study this week? I'm going to be your accountability partner. We are connected in Telegram, in WhatsApp Challengers group. And one small announcement, GST class is scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday we could not do it because of the festival. We'll be doing it tomorrow, Wednesday and Friday in continuity. Okay? Right. Have you all covered up the deductions class? Deductions are very, very important for the question number 1. That is your MCQs and case studies. Then for compulsory 14 marks question also, right? So deductions being very, very important. Hope you have covered that. Today's topic is a topic which I feel if all of you watching right now are inter students or final students, share it with everyone. Whether it is CA exam, CMA exam, CS exam, whether you are writing inter, whether you are writing final, you ask a layman who's doing business, okay, what do you know about taxation? 2 things. He'll say, I know the tax rates, slab rates, or whatever, and I know the TDS section applicable to my business. So today's topic is 2 marks each, 4 bits, 8 marks without fail every exam. And the best part is these are 2 marks bits. One goes wrong, another is not affected. In capital gain, 6 marks problem, if your sale consideration goes wrong, maybe the capital gain and exemption also goes wrong. That's not the story here. Okay? Today's class of TDS is base building, understanding the important amendments. Already I have covered up in tax amendment lecture 2, the amendments of TDS. But today I want to do those amendments with examples, right? So some of the TDS sections we'll just go through. Some which are very important, with that we will go to the note and solve problem related to that. Okay. Tomorrow is also TDS, TCS. That time I will combine. I will combine all the 3-4 TDS sections. Okay, ma'am, here it will be 194C. Ma'am, this is regarding rent 194I. Ma'am, this is professional fees 194J. Ma'am, आप ये क्या 194, 194? Keep patience. You know Dipti ma'am's way of teaching. First, understand it, grasp it. Important ones, how to make you learn. That is my responsibility. Okay. And please subscribe to the channel till your exams. Later on you can unsubscribe, but do it. The reason I'm saying, today, tomorrow, maybe if required one more class, I'm going like a regular class for TDS TCS chapter, because it's very important. But definitely here in this channel, after April 10th, we will be having rapid revision classes. Rapid revision is in a very fast way, but in a repeated way, can we revise the important sections of business head, of house property, of salary. If I say HRA, you should be able to say section 10, clause 13A. Yes, right? Okay. Keep the chat box buzzing. All clear until now? What did I say? Shall we begin? And those who are attending, I hope all of you are having this DT compiler hard copy with all of you. This copy I have already given soft copy in the Telegram group. So take a printout of that, because I know how much effort I have put for making this TDS chapter. You can see for every concept like deductions, ATC के लिए question किया, ATD mediclaim we did one question, ATE series interest we did one question. Like that here also, all the TDS sections which are after 194 R, S, T, Q, these are the latest ones asked repeatedly. For every this thing we are having a question here. Okay, right? So let us begin the class. And to boost this live video, all of you watching now live, can you hit the like button? I hope you are sure. बहुत ट्रस्ट है आपको, इतने क्लास देख लिए कि दीप्ति मैम जो पढ़ाएंगे वो लर्न हो जाएगा, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and keep commenting. Chalo. Now, I'm an SSE, I may be a partnership firm, I may be an individual. Whatever I have earned in a financial year, I need to pay tax to the government. Now, I need to pay tax on my own income in the form of advance tax. Okay. So, what is advance tax? On my own income, say my financial year is 23-24, can I pay tax in advance in 4 installments? 15 June, 1 quarter is over last year's estimated basis, right? Then 15 September, 15 December, and 15th March. So on my own income, whatever tax I pay to government, that is called as advance tax. But now what is happening? Government is very smart. Even in GST, they are doing the same thing. Even in income tax, they are making a chain. If I am paying salary, okay, to Anand, am I generating income for you, Anand? You should pay tax, no, on your income. Government has shifted the responsibility on me. I am the payer, you are the payee. I am the deductor, you are the deductee. I am generating salary income for you, and I am saying, Anand, take your salary 100 rupees. Then I am saying, listen, Anand, 10 rupees on your salary, give me back the tax, I'll pay to government. I'll give you a certificate while filing your return. You can take this tax credit. Means if your tax is 50 rupees, you can say 10 rupees is already paid by Dipti ma'am and I will pay you 90 rupees. Now, whether you call it tax class or accounts class, this is like a GK. Every student listening to me should understand that when I am giving you a salary check of 90 rupees, what is your income? 100 or 90? I'm waiting. I know there is some labs by the time I start say and ask you. So I'm waiting for chat box to be active when I am giving you 100 rupees salary, 10 rupees on your behalf. I will deduct the tax. Tax deducted at source. What is TCS and what's difference? Kalka class. So today concentrate on TDS. So and anyhow 4 marks, 8 bits, 1 bit is TCS, 3 bits are TDS. Are you all with me? So TDS, I have paid to the government 10 rupees and I gave you the check of 90. My question to all of you is my expense 100 or 90? There's lot of link in this chapter, income from other source, business head, all. Thank you. Thank you. All of you who have joined live, hit the like button, subscribe the channel, keep commenting, keep the chat box buzzing with all your doubts also. Absolutely no problem. Bolo. Yes. I have generated and given you salary of 100. Even if you're watching as recording, you can answer. When Dipti ma'am is asking a question, I'm not here to justify, itna bhi nahi aata and all. No. I'm willing to ask you to think deep. I have generated a salary of 100. I gave you 90 rupees. Now my question to you is, for you, the income is 90 or 100? 90 or 100? Bolo. 100, right? Because it is the gross income which is taxable. Your gross income is 100. Then I said, okay, out of 100, 10 rupees give back, I'll pay tax. Same way, my expense is 100. I gave you 90 rupees, but 10 rupees on your behalf, I have given to the government and given you TDS certificate, Form 16 or 16A, whatever. So always, that's why in income from other sources, if TDS is deducted, we gross up the income. If lottery received by you is 70,000, 30% is TDS, actually your lottery income is 1 lakh. Clear to all of you? So when I am generating salary for you, I'm paying you interest. I'm paying you commission. Am I generating income for all of you? Then government has shifted responsibility. Oh, you have generated salary for Anand. Anand may or may not pay the tax. I have generated commission for Vaibhav. Vaibhav may or may not pay the tax. It's my responsibility to pay a part of their income tax in the form of tax deducted at source. I know I'm going little in depth, but this is very logically correct. Tax deducted at source. Am I generating source of income for all of you? Salary, commission, interest, yes. Then it's my duty to deduct. Ma'am, if Dipti ma'am, if you don't deduct TDS and pay the full amount, my expense is not allowed. Did I teach you this in business ed? If you make payment to someone in India and if you miss out deducting TDS, 30% of expenditure is disallowed. If I pay interest to someone in London, out of India, I miss deducting TDS, 100% of that expenditure is disallowed. Clear to all of you, TDS is having many sections. So today, coming half an hour, 45 minutes, just try to understand important ones, how to link up and learn, I'll give you. Like how did we learn deductions? All of you were there? Yeah? If I say D, 80D is dedication for health, health insurance, then disabled person. These were all D series. E series is related to interest, all. C series is related to all investment. You put the money in PPF LIC. 80G, donation DGAG. So like that, some link, whatever best you can make, you can remember easily. Okay. So this was the base building. I'm sharing my notes now. Any doubts you have anywhere, you can ask. Okay. Tax deducted at source. Right? And this is to be deducted in the same financial year, dear students. So in financial year 23-24, if I have given you 100 rupees salary, I'll not say, okay, I'm generating salary for you. It's your income. You pay the tax. I will only pay the tax. Okay. Now section, who is the payer? Payer means I want all of you to add on one more bit here. Deductor. On what is the kind of income? Pay means deductee, जिसके लिए income generate कर रहे हैं, and the rate of the tax. So first is 192. Any person in the nature of salary, yeah, paid to employee as per the slab rates with, he says. I want all of you to put this. When I complete, I'll give you some trend. You all have studied capital gain exemptions with me, and you know how we do it, right? Exemptions कैसे पढ़ते हैं सबको पता है. Capital gain के. First we understood one by one, then I made you learn left to right like that. So what did they say in case of salary? If I'm generating income for you above 2,50,000, obviously salary is taxable in your hands. And suppose the tax for the whole year along with surcharge, he says, whatever it may be, comes to 18,000. I will divide 18,000 by 12, and that's the way every month TDS will be deducted by employer for income generated for employee. Now, those who know 115 BAC we have done in first class, it's like default tax regime. When you file your return through your employer or when you join organization, employer is going to deduct TDS. So as per normal tax rates, 250 exempt, next 255%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, so on. Default tax regime, 3 lakh exempt, 3 to 6 lakh 5%, 6 to 9 lakh 10%, and so on. So it is duty of employee to inform to employer that I'm going to pay my tax as per default tax regime, accordingly deduct TDS, or I'm going to pay tax as per normal tax regime and according to that deduct the TDS. All clear? Many of you have joined now. You are missing beta. हाँ, कि कभी भी मूवी के लिए कैसे इंट्रो मिस हो जाए तो बड़ा बुरा लगता है. That pinch you all should feel because the class is from 11 to 1:30. So make sure you join on time so that you are in link. Otherwise, coming 5-10 minutes again, you will go blank. Okay. So for salary, you have to deduct the TDS. Yeah, when I am an employer and deducting TDS on salary, this note I'll read little later, but just the gist I'm saying. I'll ask my employee, are you paying rent? Then give the details. We'll give you exemption in HRA. Are you paying PPF? Give the proof. We will give you a deduction. Followed all of you? This is all employer's duty. Now, 192A is again for employer. Premature withdrawal, accumulated balance due to employee in RPF. Frankly speaking, the full form of RPF is Recognized Provident Fund. It's company's own provident fund which they have got recognized with the commissioner. Okay. Now, generally, whatever amount you get on maturity of the RPF is exempt. Ma'am, where did you teach this? Salary chapter, 4 column, RPF, SPF, URPF. But if there is a premature withdrawal above 50,000, okay, in case of premature withdrawal within 5 years. So, recognized provident fund, you have put the money and in the 4th year only you have withdrawn. That too above 50,000. Then employer will deduct the TDS under 192A at the rate of 10%. Now listen to a logical thing. I'm going to little procedure of TDS जो end में है, but it's very logical to understand now. Deepti ma'am is giving you RPF. 4 years you worked with me. I said don't withdraw RPF. If you withdraw on maturity, it's going to be exempt. You say no, मेरे को पैसे चाहिए. लो. So I gave 4 years of recognized provident fund to you. On that, I was supposed to deduct 10% TDS. Say I gave you 4 lakh rupees. I deducted 40,000 and paid to government. And to government, I said, listen, government, this is the tax of Vaibhav, my employee. Government will say, Kaun Vaibhav? There are so many Vaibhavs. So Vaibhav's identity with department is what? His PAN card number, 10-digit registration number, alphanumeric number, PAN card. So I have to say to department, listen, this is 40,000 tax. I have given 4 lakh to Vaibhav. 40,000 I took back. Vaibhav, I'll give you 3,60,000. And 40,000 when I give to department, I'm saying department put it in Vaibhav's this PAN card number. Are you getting? As good as when I go and deposit the cash in bank. Ma'am, in Dipti's account, put this 50,000. Are kaun Dipti? Dipti Chheda is my proper name with my account number in the bank. If I give, then in my account, he'll deposit 50,000 now. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? So procedural lot of difficulties were faced. I asked Vaibhav so many times, I have deducted your TDS. I have to pay by 7th of next month. Vaibhav, give me PAN, give me PAN. Vaibhav is saying, हाँ मैम देता हूँ, apply करता हूँ. I said it's a 1-page procedure. Ma'am, you are teaching PAN topic in TDS. All the topics are linked. Can't help it without this knowledge. आई एम सेइंग टू वैभव, सही में किसी का नाम तो वैभव नहीं है ना, नहीं तो सोचेंगे मैम इतना डांट रहे हैं. I asked him so many times, give your PAN details. I have to put money in your bank account and finish. आज देता हूँ. Okay, Vaibhav. If you're not giving detail, no, we will deduct TDS at 20%, double the rate. Ma'am, that much tax only I'm not paying. My TDS rate is 1%, 2%. Why you are deducting 20% TDS? If you deduct over TDS and pay to government, I'll have to wait for my refund. Then give the PAN on time, no? Followed or not. So very important requirement is in the whole TDS procedure, my PAN, deductor's PAN. I'll not say this again tomorrow. Deductee's PAN and my TAN. Ma'am, TAN kya hai? Tax deduction account number. Who should obtain it? Deductor. I have deducted TDS on interest. I have deducted TDS on salary. I have deducted TDS on commission. I have to submit that list and obtain all your PAN numbers. See, recognized provident fund premature, the rate is 10% or 20%. I'll tell you one section is there, 194C, contract payment. TDS rate is 1%. If you are not giving PAN, no, we will deduct 20% TDS and pay. 20% is not the tax for you. And if I deduct extra and pay, your money will not go, but you'll have to wait for your own money too. मेरा ही पैसा गवर्नमेंट के पास है, मुझे रिफंड चाहिए तो I have to wait. And practical experience, in spite of everything being online, my own refund was stuck up. Last year's refund I got now in this January. So then for my own money, I need to wait 1 lakh rupees refund. It was followed all of you or not. So what is the procedural part in between TDS I have taught you? If deductee is not giving the PAN, what is the hathiyar or what is the weapon in the hands of deductor? Dhamki. What is that dhamki? We will deduct at double the rate, highest rate, that is 20%. This is a procedural section which will come, but I taught you now. How many sections in TDS we have completed? Only 2. 192. Employee, whatever is your total tax, divide by 12. We will deduct and pay. You don't worry. You have some chotu income and PPF investment, give the detail. We'll take care. Every company gives their employees forms and all the details in this month, March month. Okay? And premature withdrawal of recognized provident fund above 50,000, TDS is deducted at what rate? 10%. If you don't give the PAN, then 20%. समझ में आ रहा है? अरे some of you can at least give the response. So many of you are attending every day. At least put me AC, all clear, or NC, not clear, or repeat, ma'am, something. Chalo, next. 193. Okay. Any person who is giving interest on securities, debentures, on debentures we pay interest above 5,000 in case paid to resident individual or HUF by check. Okay. And in case of saving banks and all above 10,000. Debentures and all above 5. So if I am paying someone 500 interest on debenture, should I deduct TDS? No. If debenture interest is exceeding 5,000, taxable bonds and all interest exceeding 10,000, right? So any person who is resident in India, TDS is to be deducted at the rate of 10% when you generate interest for them. Okay? Are you all having this DT compiler material? Because whatever I am writing, I am scribbling, I want all of you also to write. Now dividend. We all know that interim dividend, final dividend, whatever dividend we are paying, they are all taxable. So under 194, domestic company giving dividend, including preference dividend more than 5,000, credited to individual account. No threshold limit in any other case. So if you pay dividend to individual above 5,000, to others any amount, right? Then deduct the TDS at the rate of 10%. No TDS for payment of dividend to, not by, to. If you are paying the dividend to LIC, GIC, SPVs, special purpose vehicle, ये सब आप final में पढ़ोगे, this line in detail, business trust. Okay, right? Then TDS is not deducted. In short, can I say, see, I do agree, dear students. Ma'am, kitne rates, kitne limits? Literally, even I am feeling the TDS section, day by day, they are making it complicated. Complicated means ऐसा नहीं है कि whatever income you pay, you deduct the TDS at one rate. For different income, different limits. Okay, you are paying dividend 4,000, no TDS. Oh, you are paying dividend 6,000, above 5,000. Once you exceed the limit, on the whole amount, TDS is paid. Is this clear to you? I have paid dividend first quarter. Quarter 1, 2000. No TDS. Quarter 2, you all know, quarter समझ में आता है सबको, अप्रैल में जून ऐसे. Quarter 2, again I paid 2000 TDS. Dividend. No TDS. Quarter 3, when I am paying 2000 dividend, this 5000 limit is for the whole year. Have I exceeded the limit? This example is for all. You will understand it very nicely when I solve question. अभी तो हम concept पढ़ रहे हैं. You know Dipti ma'am style, I'm going very slow in the concept. So when I am paying you 2000 in third quarter, am I exceeding 5000? Yes. How much I have paid? 6000. Once you exceed, then the whole amount 6000, pay 10%. That is 600 and 1400. Whole 600 I will deduct here. And now fourth quarter, 2000, 200. Why 200? 10%. So total how much dividend I have paid? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8000. And TDS is 800. I want all of you to write this example here in between or in your notebook, wherever you want to write, so that it's clear to you, except 194N. एक section है आगे आएगा. For all the other sections, once you exceed the limit, on the whole amount TDS is deducted. Write down all of you. I'm waiting for all of you to write and message me all completed, ma'am, or all clear. So many of you are attending live. Can you give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, so that this is boosted? We are going to discuss 200 MCQs here in the live session. Write the example so that it is clear to you, please. Ki once it exceeds, then on the whole amount it will be taxable. Finished writing? Chalo, next now. 194A. Any person interest other than interest on securities. Interest on securities, 5000 limit for individual and all we have seen. Dividend. Okay. That also we have seen that there's a limit of 5000 for individual. Others, whatever dividend TDS is deducted. Now, interest other than interest on securities, which is covered in 193. That's covered in 194A. So can we say this is interest on loan? If you take loan and if you pay interest, you have to deduct the TDS and then pay the interest to any resident person at the rate of 10%. So now 194A says, let us go to note 2. Note 1 is for salary. It's very simple. Just I'll explain later. I'm going to note 2. Note 2 में आपका बैंक इंटरेस्ट भी कवर हो जाएगा. In case interest is paid by following entities, TDS applicable if the payment exceeds 40,000. Senior citizen 50,000. Ma'am, just now you said TDS limit is 5,000, right? Then what is this? Yeah, this is that if interest is paid, okay, by banks, cooperative bank, whose turnover exceeds 50 crore, or post office. See, these all the three, they operate like saving account, FDs, RDs, recurring deposit. So when interest is paid by bank, cooperative bank, these are not one-time interest, dear students. These are full year, round the year limit. Okay, I have made FD in Bank of Baroda and they have given me 30,000 interest. Okay, I'm not a senior citizen. 60 के above नहीं दिखती ना मैं, पक्का ना? So, okay, Bank of Baroda gave me 30,000 interest. Will they deduct TDS? No. Again, they gave me 30,000 interest. Now, have I exceeded 40,000 interest from Bank of Baroda? Yes. Will the TDS be deducted? Yes. But not beyond 40. अभी तक कितना है? 60. So, on 60,000, 6,000, all will be deducted from the second quarter. I will say this 5-6 times because I want you all to learn this. For senior citizen, little emotional, 10,000 extra limit. And this limit, how will you remember? For senior citizen, I want all of you to write. Dipti ma'am, makeup करना सिखाते हैं अपने notebook का 5D makeup करो 3D 5D 80 TTB. You remember for senior citizen, receiving, saving, FD and all the interest up to 50,000 it is exempt in 80 TTB. Threshold limit to be reckoned with reference to aggregate interest by all the branches of banking company. Yeah, these are bank-wise limit. Can I make one FD in Bank of Baroda, Kukatpalli, another in Bank of Baroda, Banjara Hills, different branches? This is bank-wise limit. So limit is bank-wise, not branch-wise. Because all the banks, they follow core banking solutions. Internet ke through your PAN number and all is linked. Okay. Now this is asked in MCQs. 194A. No TDS is deducted if interest is paid to partners from the firm. You remember partners can get 12% interest from the firm. No TDS. Interest on saving account. Okay. No TDS. From the bank you are getting, but on saving account there is no TDS. Interest paid to bank. One bank is paying interest to another bank, UTI, LIC. No, it will not come. And interest on compensation awarded by motor accident claim tribunal. Okay. Here TDS will be motor accident claim tribunal means some compensation if you are receiving in the form of late received and interest is received. Above 50,000 if it exceeds then only TDS is deducted. So gist is interest on loan if you pay to anyone above 5,000, TDS is deducted. But if it is interest paid by banks other than on the saving account, then the limit is 40,000. For senior citizen, it is 50,000. Pay attention, there's a different way of learning we are going. Most, it's not that I can say, chalo, I will start the class with most important section. I feel for exam, that is 194N. Aega. But when we do in the sequence, no, learning is pretty easier. On 110, Harish made 6 months FD, 10 lakh 9% with ABC Cooperative Bank. FD matures. So October to March, 6 months. On 10 lakh comes to 45,000. Yeah. So for Harish, is it exceeding 40,000? Yes. So FD interest 45,000 पे 10%. Ma'am, but it exceeded 40,000. Can you give 40,000 तक तो exempt है ना? Remaining 5,000. Answer is no. Followed? So on the whole amount, TDS will be deducted. Clear to all of you? Chal. Please let me know what is your expectation. Shall we do the amendments first? Because I am to going in a sequence and amendment I have covered in amendment lecture also. Following, Ganesh made 3 9 months FDs, 3 lakh each, 9%, and interest is 9%, and he has made it in 1st of June. for 9 months. So 9%, 9 months interest is this. Okay. And he has made 3 lakh in different branches. Dwarka branch, Janakpuri branch and all. But put together, is the interest exceeding 40,000 for all the branches? Yes, TDS will be deducted. How many sections we have done until now? 192 salary, 192A premature withdrawal of the recognized provident fund, then dividend above 5,000, interest above 5,000, and if it is interest paid by bank other than saving, that is on FD and all, then above 40,000 they have to deduct the TDS, or for senior citizen above 50,000. Clear to all of you? Right. Check the table and ask your doubts. Then we'll go with the most important ones. I'll give you the list also. जैसे deductions में I'll give you the list, no, ATC, ATD and all. Here also I'll give you the list. Anyone is having any doubt until now? Ask. Hope you all are sitting alert with water bottle and with your table desk पे printout के साथ. It's a very important chapter. Can't say the weightage is not even 8 marks more. Chalo, we'll do the most important ones now. The next in the list. 194C. तब तो ये सब read कर लो. Thank you for waiting. चलो आगे पढ़ते हैं बेटा. Once again, what is 192? Salary TDS. 192A, recognized provident fund TDS. What is 193? Interest on securities above 5,000. 194, dividend paid above 5,000 for individual. 10%. Everywhere the rate is 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. Right? And interest on loan. Okay? Interest on loan above 5,000. But same interest, if it is paid on FDs and all by bank, then they will deduct the TDS above 40,000. For senior citizen above 50,000. You'll have to repeat this with me and watch this lecture one more time. Also, it will be clear. Any doubt you have, ma'am, we understood the TDS, but we are not able to crack this question. Then click the picture, send me in Telegram, surely I'll answer. Okay. Now, casual income. We all know, dear students, casual income is taxable at flat 30%. So now this is 194B. Lottery, crossword puzzle, card game, KBC, any other game exceeding 10,000. So if you are winning in KBC 5,000, go, take whole, no problem. But if you are winning in KBC 30,000, 30,000 ka 30%. They will deduct in the form of TDS and give you the net amount. So many times it so happens, spell bee competition and all for children. TDS is applicable for prize in cash and kind both. Now listen. There's a competition in the college, and if you win that, you and your friend gets 2 tickets to Sri Lanka. Stay in Radisson Blue Hotel and with all the sightseeing and all taken care for 2 nights and 3 days. So this package is say 50,000. You have won this as a prize. Is this prize in cash? Listen, 50,000 is your prize, uska 30%. 50,000 ka 30% comes to how much? 15,000. I'll deduct and pay you how much? 25,000. Got it? But this is not a 50,000 cash prize for you. This is the tickets, Sri Lanka to and fro and stay tickets, right? So in that case, if the lottery or casual income or prize, spell bee competition, college में allocation ऐसे होते हैं ना, if these prizes are in kind, then we will say to student, dear students, you have won 2 tickets to Sri Lanka worth 50,000, but 30% is TDS. So you pay 15,000 cash to us, we'll give you the full 50,000. Take it very aram se, practically it's very important. Either I'll give you 50,000, take 30%, 15,000 TDS and give you net 25. Or I'll give you the full 50,000 in kind. I'll give you all the vouchers, the flight ticket, all. But in that 30% TDS deducted, you have to pay out of your pocket. Followed or not. So casual income, who will deduct the tax? 194B, any person. In like Telangana, we are not having lottery, but many states are having lottery. So on lottery and all, 30% TDS. Now linked with this, like this, you can put an arrow mark. I'll make you link. 194BB, bookmaker or person holding license for horse racing, betting and all, above 10,000. Yeah, 30%. Casual income is taxable at 30%. तो TDS पे कितना डिडक्ट होगा? 30%. In between 194B and double B, newly introduced 194BA. इसको 5-star खिलाओ, KitKat खिलाओ. You know, from this year that Dream 11 and all, PUBG, all online gamings have been legalized. So when online gaming are taxable at 30%, should we deduct the TDS on that at the rate of 30%? Yes. 194BA. All amendments are included in this. I'll give you a superb example for 194N. उसमें सबसे ज्यादा amendment है और वो बहुत important है. But some response can you all give? Expression is one thing which is missing. I don't know why. Chalo. Yeah, note 15 we will go and read. काफी पीछे होगा क्योंकि ये नया introduced है. In between you will see some questions and answers also. Note 15. This is for online gaming. Are you seeing all the notes? For every note I have given question. ये देखो. Any person responsible for paying income by way of winning to person should deduct TDS at the rate of 30%. Casual income, horse races, whatever you say, right? In case there's a withdrawal from user account, it would be deducted at the time of withdrawal on net winnings comprised in such withdrawal. So person, what he does, he does online winning and then he puts it back. वहीं के वहीं वापस डाल देते हैं. So in that case, if he withdraws, on that he has to pay 30% tax, and in addition whatever is would also be deducted TDS on the remaining amount of net winning in the user account. So many times you have won in online gaming, but you have reinvested. तो अपना पैसे बाहर नहीं निकाल रहे. But it's your this year's income, no? 30% TDS is to be deducted 194BA. Where net winnings are wholly or kindly in cash, but partly in cash is not sufficient to meet, the person responsible for running the winning shall ensure that required TDS is. I told you, see, your income is 50,000 lottery, I'll deduct 15,000 and give you 25,000. But if it is in kind, you take full 15, but 15 you against that you give me cash. GST will not. Please, online gaming के ऊपर GST कैसे लगेगा? It's 100% sure short question in GST. We'll be doing it in GST के online gaming पे GST कैसे लगेगा? बिल्कुल लगेगा. but GST will not be included for the purpose of TDS. Hmm? Suppose your online gaming is 1 lakh and say GST is 12,000. 1 lakh 12,000. Okay? Your online gaming is 1 lakh. GST is 12,000. 1 lakh 12,000. It is. Okay? Then TDS is never deducted on the GST part. I am generating income for you only 1 lakh, dear students. 12,000 I have charged GST and I'll pay it as indirect tax. Nothing I'm getting out of that 12,000. My income, say I'm generating income for you only 1 lakh. So TDS is never deducted on GST part. Mark it very important for true and false commenting question. 194BA. Okay, right. Today we'll take a break here. I know little quickly, but this is a newly added section. Read it. Exactly 3 minutes. Be back and we will continue with more sections of TDS. Abhi, I am in the open mode, learning mode. Important ones, I'll give you star mark and I'll make you learn the way you all trusted me for deductions. ATC, ATD, kitne baar repeat ke वैसे हो जाएगा. Right? Any doubts you have, you can post it here. Comment में. All right. Are you all also back after the break? Whether you're watching live or in recording, can you let me know from which place you are and which exam you are writing? Huh? That will help you, I mean, say me also to know better okay, how I should go. All of you are inter students. TDS topic is same for final students also, for sure. And the problems what we are going to solve, some from past exam, exactly professional level exam, all, and from which place you are. Huh? So do comment below, that will help me also. And this class will not be over today. This topic we are going to do tomorrow also. Chalo. And one more thing I want, all of you have attended deductions also. How I've made you write booster notes. Like that, today we will do groupism. You know what is groupism? Like all casual income, 194B, 194BA, 194BB. We'll make a group of this three, because in all this it's a casual income, winning from lotteries and all, and TDS is deducted at the rate of 30%. है ना? So like this, there are three sections for commission, 194H and all. So once I complete this, along with me, open your notebook and write something like groupism. Okay, iska ek group hai, iska ek group hai, so that you will be easily remembering the sections and the limits. Okay. Online gaming is clear to all of you. Whatever you withdraw, you have to pay the tax at the rate of 30%, 194 BA. Even if you don't withdraw, still you have to pay. An important aspect is TDS is never deducted on the GST part, because GST is not your income. TDS is on income, right? Chalo. Lot of nice problems also I've given here. So right now, what is 194B? Lottery above 10,000, 30%. Online gaming, 30%. But there is no 10,000 limit. 194BA में कोई limit नहीं है. And 194BB, horse races and all. Above 10,000. See, above 10,000, 30% TDS is deducted in lottery. Now, if lottery price is 20,000, you cannot say, ma'am, 10 to exempt hai na, next 10 pay. Clear? Right. Are you able to hear me? All of you? Sound and everything is clear? Thank you. Thank you for all your likes. Keep commenting below. Now the most important section which comes every time in exam, 194C. C for contract. C for contract. Central and state government, local authority, central, state or provincial corporation, company, cooperative society, firm, anyone other than individual and HUF on a single payment in persons of any contract for consideration of more than 30,000. When I am making a contract payment, not personal, for my say son's 21st birthday catering contract, वो नहीं, contracts related to business, single contract exceeding 30,000 or aggregate of the payment exceeds 1 lakh. I have entered with you contract of 25,000 for 5 times. हो गया, limit cross. Just 2 seconds. I'll be back, please. Sorry. आप wait करो. Sorry for the break. बोलो. समझ में आया? So single payment of contract above 30,000. Now I have entered in a contract with a single party 5 times a year for 25,000. Is each contract exceeding 30,000? No. But put together, how much I have paid to the contractee? Yeah, contractor, sorry. The contractee will pay to contractor 1,25,000. Have I exceeded 1 lakh? Yes. So if you make payment for the contract, any resident contractor for carrying out any work, including the supply of labor, it does not cover personal payment. Okay. Then TDS. Kitna TDS deduct karoge? If the payee to whom I am paying contract payment, okay? I am the deductor and I am generating income for you. I am making you contract payment. You are the pay receiver. If the pay is individual and HF, TDS is deducted at 1%. All the other cases, TDS is deducted at 2%. So if I make contract payment 40,000, TDS will be deducted in 30, 40 or 10,000? 40,000. समझ में आ रहा है आप सबको? 40,000 पे TDS deduct होगा. Now, commission. As I said, there are 3 commissions. We'll make some tick. 194D. Insurance commission. Does insurance company gives commission to agent above 15,000? Are they generating income for the agent? Yes. Then TDS is to be deducted at 5%. 194D. Next is 194G. Commission remuneration of price exceeding 15,000 for selling lottery. 5%. Same. Commission, what's the limit above which TDS is deducted? 15,000. And what's the rate? 5%. 194D is insurance commission. 194G is lottery commission. And 194H, other than this, commission and brokerage, except this 5%. Clear to all of you? Yes, today only we'll do all the amendments of TDS also. So just stay connected. I'm making you learn also. How you will learn. Insurance, if it is linked in your mind, whether it is 194D, G or H, TDS is deducted at commission exceeding 15,000. That too how much? 5%. समझ में आ रहा है आप सबको? Right? Okay? चलो. We'll take a break here. I mean, say not break from learning. अभी तो break खत्म हुआ है. But इसको notebook में ले जाके in some group form, I want all of you to write with me one by one. लिखो. I want all of you to go to the notebook and write. To remember TDS rates and limits. TDS के rates और limits कैसे याद रखोगे आप? To remember TDS rates and limits. $192 salary. Employer will deduct. Slab rates. कैसे? You write the way I am making you write. You don't have to write this in exam, but इसको apply करके you have to solve the problem, so your work will become very easy. Trust me. Just go on writing as I'm making you write. Salary, employer will deduct the TDS slab rates. Total tax plus health and education says divide by 12. Total tax plus health and education says divide by 12. 192. 192A. Recognized Provident Fund. Employer will deduct prematured. Premature withdrawal from recognized. Just see the way I'm writing. Trust me and write it. अच्छे से याद हो जाएगा. 192A. Recognized Provident Fund. 10%. ठीक है. फिर आएगा आपका डिविडेंड, इंटरेस्ट. अगर सेक्शन यहाँ नहीं भी है तो भी नो प्रॉब्लम. डिविडेंड, इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्योरिटीज, that's debenture interest exceeding 5,000, TDS at the rate of 10%. Correct है? Bank FDs exceeding 40,000, senior citizen exceeding 50,000, TDS का रेट क्या लेंगे? At the rate of 10%. अच्छा है, क्लियर है. I'm just making some groups. Now write down very nicely casual income. Ma'am, anytime casual income is taxable at 30%. तो अब सब एक साथ लिख लो. 194B lottery. 194B lottery above 10,000 at the rate of 30%. 194BA newly introduced. Give some response. Are you able to write with me and learn it? Don't say, ma'am, your table is really good in the compiler. We are not writing. Then why I am writing? I have cleared my exam in 2000. बिना लिखे नहीं याद होगा बेटा, इसको लिखो. और मैं कुछ ग्रुपिज्म करके आपको दे रही हूँ, तो लेके जाओ उसको घर. 194B lottery above 10,000. 194BA online gaming 30%. 194BB horse races above 10,000 at the rate of 30%. See how is this groupism? All clear to all of you? Yeah. Next now. This is 194B, BA, BB. Now it is 194C. Star market, very important. Contract payment. Contract payment. Single, if it exceeds 30,000 for the whole year, if it exceeds 1 lakh. तो TDS कितना काटोगे आप? Pay, जिसका TDS काट रहे हैं, pay dear students, is individual or HUF 1%, others 2%. Nice, clear. Contract payment is very important. Any contract payment. Single contract, if it exceeds above 30,000, put together all the payment, contract payment exceeds 1 lakh, then TDS is to be deducted at the rate of 1%. if the payee जिसको पे कर रहा है is individual and HM. Now let us write all the commissions. ये जैसे पूरा casual income लिखा, अभी all commissions greater than 15,000. All the commissions, the TDS is deducted at what rate? 5%. कोई भी commission है, limit is above 15,000, TDS is deducted 5%. See, when I'll revise this tomorrow, if you have it in notebook, you will learn. We know as a teacher, full support with all of you, more than the tax rates and deductions. TDS part is difficult for the students because how many rates and limits we should remember. To learn all, remember the important ones which I am making you write. All the commission, the limit is 15,000. Exceeding, I mean say 15,000 and the rate is 5%. The first commission, 194D, insurance commission. 194D, insurance commission. One 194G, लॉटरी के बिजनेस में जो कमीशन है 194G and 194H. अदर कमीशन, कोई भी कमीशन. हाँ, my firm, my husband's firm, my son is getting commission for bringing the business above 15,000. What's the TDS deducted? 5%. Casual income, lottery, horse races, online gaming, कुछ भी होने दो. Above 10,000, 30%. So like this, what it is, you have to develop certain tricks to remember it. Clear? Is the contract payment clear to all of you? Single contract and ye? Chalo. Now we will take a pause in writing. I'll make you write more such notes to remember the tricks, and tomorrow also we are doing. Frankly speaking, 1.5 class is enough. But tomorrow also I'll take full class because I want you to learn and go. Okay, 194C is related to contract and it is asking us to go to note 3. So we'll take a pause from running section and we'll go to note 3. 194C. आ जाओ. Thank you. All clear. Keep putting messages. पूछो. 194C is for contract. Does it include works contract? Yes. Works contract related to services. The best example is advertising. We have an advertising contract that before every IPL match, our ad should come, or before the movie, this ad should come, like this. So when we have advertisement contract, 194C is applicable. Advertisement, broadcasting, telecasting, catering. Catering is a contract? Yes. Carriage of goods and passengers other than railways. Railways पे तो नहीं है TDS. Manufacturing or supplying of a product according to specification of a customer. That is like job work. So 194C is applicable to all the kind of the works contract except works contract for sale. For example, I have ordered, okay, I want this crockery for my hotel, but on every, say, glass and plate, it should be written, Hotel Taj, Hotel Taj. ऐसे लिखा हुआ होना चाहिए. So now this is a contract, but this is a contract related to sales. So on this, it is not applicable. Now what is given down is asked so much in MCQs. I don't know. Few things मतलब TDS में हर exam के बाद they repeat it. So mark it important and read it what 194C is applicable to transporter. Are transporters also contractors? Consigners? Okay, promise we will deliver your goods to Delhi to Chennai. Huh? Right. Engaged in plying, hiring, leasing goods carriage, owning 10 or less vehicles, then they are exempted provided they give declaration along with PAN. Are you all with me? Chota mota transporter. See, every transport is a contract that we will transfer your vehicles from A to B destination. But if it is a small transport wala with less than 10 vehicles and he furnishes declaration with the PAN, okay, then TDS is not deductible. Yeah, yet we have to go to 194IJ main ones. Right. Chalo. Applicability of the TDS provisions on the payment of broadcaster television channels. See, now here, if it is a works contract related to sale, TDS is not applicable. If it is works contract related to service, TDS is applicable. तो मैम कैसे पता चलेगा? A payment for broadcast of content as per the specification of the broadcaster. It's a work contract, TDS is applicable. And a payment for acquisition of broadcasting, telecasting rights of content already produced. That's a contract of sale. TDS is not applicable. I'll give you a layman's example here. Have you all watched Suryavansham movie? Yeah, ma'am, it comes every week on Sony Max, Sony TV. So outrightly one movie is made and they are making a contract with Sony TV ki, okay, this movie you can show it at your channel. You know, this is how OTT platforms are working, right? But this is already a movie produced. And this is just, there is like the whole movie outrightly produced ho gayi Suryavansham, theater mein thi. Now Sony TV has purchased the contract. Ki other than Sony, no one can show Suryavansham movie. So this is like contract of sale. No TDS is deducted. Followed all of you? But let us take an example of a TV serial or web series जो भी चल रहा है आजकल, right? What do they do over there? There they enter into a contract and it is called as works contract. Now, ma'am, how will you come to know? Payment for production of content as per the specification of the broadcaster, telecaster. It's a works contract. Okay, you give us a service. This is our TV serial. This is how we want to broadcast. Then TDS is deducted. It's a contract. But outrightly, if you buy the movie and show it's a contract of sale, TDS is not deducted. See, this question is asked, dear students. Contract payment, this is already asked. 20,000 पे कोई TDS नहीं लगेगा, but 25 पे कोई नहीं लगेगा, 28 पे कोई नहीं लगेगा, 28 पे लगेगा because it has exceed. 28 पे भी नहीं. I hope you are getting 194C. Individual limit is above 30,000. Throughout the limit is 1 lakh. So 20, 25, 28, they are on. But on payment of 30,000, check now how much you have exceeded. Total करो. पूरे साल में how much contract payment I have done? 20,000 plus 25,000 plus 28,000 plus 30,000. 1,03,000. ये रहा. So in the last payment, individual contracts are less than 30,000. 194C not applicable. Right? But in the last payment, okay, what is happening? It's 1,03,000. So now will the TDS be deducted? Yes. And we are making payment to individual. So TDS will be deducted at 1%. 1,030 from which payment? Last payment. Okay. Yeah. We are learning TDS, but you are asking the question. Surely would love to help you all. And like this, any help you need, please keep asking. You're not going out of the way. First of all, I don't know what's your name, but the question asked, it will be a break from our this routine pattern also, what we are studying. Ma'am, I need to focus and I'm so tired on these crucial days because of the weather. Yeah, we know. It makes us slow, sleepy. और एक बार AC on कर दिया तो गए. Right? Huh? So that's why we are giving breaks. First of all, appreciate so much. Or how do I pronounce your name? Sasuke. Right? So appreciate so much that at least you have realized ki what's going wrong. Sometimes we don't realize and we are going on, अरे मैं तो पढ़ रहा हूँ पर actually quality पढ़ाई हो ही नहीं रही है. So whenever you feel you are not able to focus, see what is hampering you. If it is lack of sleep, then see, these last 2 days were holiday. To be honest, I give so much time to relaxation and sleep, as much time as you give to study. Then you will bounce back and study. Huh? Take break every now and then, sip water, keep chewing a aula or whatever you like. Huh? Take quality good breaks, and whenever you study, acha, those hours where you know that you are not going to sleep, okay? Those are the hours you can do theory. After 45 minutes of theory, if you cannot carry on, put a break. Or that much theory, what are the question answers in the RTP and all, chalo wo leke solve kar lete hain. Like, why am I taking these questions in between? I finished teaching you 194C. I can't go in that pattern. To break the pattern, okay, whatever sections are over, can we solve the problem? Yeah. And when you feel that you are, even if you are little tired, you can carry on. That time you do accounts, costing, practical subjects where you have to write and do. ज्यादा सुनना नहीं है. But income tax, law, these are the subjects where you need to focus. So for you, what is the quality good focus time? Immediately after waking up, or no, after dinner, ma'am, when everyone is sleeping, I can focus and study till 3 o'clock. Go ahead. That you have to decide. And you know, I'm always saying put a do or die situation. This is the last attempt. ये नहीं हुआ तो पप्पा के दुकान पे बैठना पड़ेगा. Or I'll have to go for this option too, which you may not like it. So visualize your future. Little bit of fear is necessary. That grams of fear. So that will keep you on track. Take care. You all should eat little lighter, whatever you are eating. Have more meals, no problem. You can again आधा घंटा पढ़ाई करने के बाद जाओ बाहर एक संतरा खा के आ जाओ, nuts खा के आ जाओ. But take care in this weather to eat light. I hope this is helpful to you. You will do it because you have realized is really appreciated. Sometimes students don't even realize. Okay. Thank you for asking a question in between. That was a good break for us also. Chalo, come back to 194C. Single contract payment exceeding 30,000. No, ma'am. 20, 25, 28, 30. No. But put together, is it exceeding 1 lakh? Yes, ma'am. 1 lakh 3,000. Then 1030. ठीक है? Right? By virtue of an agreement, there's a catering contract between bank and the caterer is getting 50,000 per month for supplying food, water, snacks in the break in the bank to the bank employees. Is it exceeding 30,000 per month? Yes. And this time, ma'am, TDS rate will be 1% or 2%. Who is the deductee? किसका TDS काट रहे हैं? बैंक का. I am a company. I am deducting TDS of bank. If bank is in my jiska TDS, I am to whom I am generating the income, pay deducting. If he is individual and HUF, it's 1%. If he is not an individual and HUF, then it is a bank, then it is 2%. Can't say how much 194C is asked. Pay attention. Today we are in the mode of स्लैब बिल्डिंग का स्लैब बनाते हैं ना, बड़े पेशेंस से करना पड़ता है, वाटरिंग करते रहो. टुमारो आई विल गिव यू दिस, एक के बाद एक, which are the important sections. I'll ask you to say orally and you have to say with me. Okay? All right, Aryan, with your name, lots and lots of blessings and good wishes to you. That it's so much appreciated, Aryan, that you have known your weakness. You asked me, I gave you some solutions. If it is helpful, applied. उसमें भी कहीं problem आ रही है, फिर पूछो. You know, till the time you can ask your doubts to teacher. Okay, this is solved, ma'am. Now this is doubt. Okay, this is solved. This is doubt. You do it 2-3 times. Teachers are always there to answer. That will build you a genuine confidence. Ma'am, now no doubt. Even if the exam is 2 to 5, reach the exam center. This is for every student listening to me live now. Reach the exam center 1.5 hour or 1 hour before time. And last moment, gyan lena nahi, gyan dena nahi. There's a garden, there's a closed shutter, there's a parking lot, there's a tree जिसके नीचे आप खड़े रह सकते हो. If you are a student who want to read yourself last moment, go ahead. If you are a student who want to relax and sit over there. Don't discuss your paper. This is like, building up your confidence like anything. Even when your exam is getting over, this is my compass box where I keep my this digital pen because it's very costly. तो ना जैसे आप एग्जाम खत्म होता है, स्टेशनरी यू आर पुटिंग इन योर कंपास बॉक्स, योर माइंडसेट इज ओके, टैक्स एग्जाम इज ओवर, say tomorrow is costing exam, I'll go home and do the small ones, formula wala cost sheet, then I'll go to sleep, after that I'll do theory. So like this your mindset is next exam done is done. If you can have that balance of mind of not discussing the paper after your exam, you are doing a commendable, amazing job. As a teacher, even I never come live after the exam. आज का paper कैसा गया, ये attempt किया क्या? Please, it's like, giving a punishment to myself and my students. After all the exams are over, you connect with me, I'll help you. Before the exam, any doubt you have, I'll help you. But exam के बाद dare you come and ask me, Dipti ma'am, आज tax का paper था, what was the TDS rate applicable here? You'll get a big bang. जाके पढ़ो what is the next exam. That is important, and that is a beautiful professional mindset which you all are having. That's why you all are live here. है ना? चलो. This question is asked instead of 2 for 3 marks in the past exam. Let us see how it works. Alap Limited has made various payments and for the contract. So 13,000 payment, no. TDS 28, no, 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 no. But what is the total payment? 1,01,000. Can we say, ma'am, up to 1 lakh for the year, so it is exempt? No. Once you exceed the limit, whole payment TDS is deducted. Except who is not mixing, कौन अकेला खड़ा है 194N. हम ना उसको पूरा गोद में उठा लेंगे. किसको? 194N को. Why? Because there are superb amendments and they are going to ask this exam. So like a small baby, we'll pick him up and we'll appreciate him when we go to that section. Other than 194N, no other section this concept is applicable. You know what? That okay, ma'am, 1,01,000, no, 1 lakh tak to exempt hai na? No. Once you have exceeded the limit. Ma'am, why did they deduct TDS under 194C 2%, 1% hai na? Who is the pay? Kisko pay kar raha hai? Swar Limited. It's a company. If I am paying to individual NHF, I'll deduct TDS at 1%. If I am paying to others, I'll deduct TDS at 2%. This is a study material question, Control C, Control V, as it is there asked in exam. Yes, I have purchased outrightly rights minus Sony TV. I have outrightly purchased the right of, क्या नाम है उसका? Suryavansham movie. Yeah, this is contract of sale. Suryavansham's producers or directors, they have sold the movie to me. My wish. Every week I will show on Sony TV. Amitabh Bachchan को देख लो. हाँ, समझ में आ रहा है? This is contract of sale, and to contract of sale 194C is not applicable. But if it's a work contract, if it is a contract of services, we will show on Sony TV as and how you want, you keep going on. Like, Mahabharat, Ramayana, TV serials. Huh? They show as per the requirement. So not applicable. ये देखो. जल्दी से पढ़ेंगे इसको. Moon TV made 50 lakhs to a producer for telecasting as per the specifications given by the channel. The copyright program is also transferred. Would you make TDS payment? No, where the content is produced as per the specifications provided by the broadcaster and copywriter also gets transferred to telecaster. It is covered under 194C. Okay, here what is happening on my TV channel, I want to show Ramayana and Mahabharat like this. So it's a contract that you produce the Ramayana and Mahabharat as we say, and we will telecast. But examine whether it would be attracted if payment was made by Moon TV for acquisition of telecasting rights of content which is already produced. You have already made TV serial, no mind is applied. I'm just outrightly buying and showing. So it's like I have purchased. There is works contract nahi hai, contract of sale hai. Okay? Right. Read it also, all of you, once 194C. Enough questions we have practiced for 194C. All of you have written these booster notes also. How many of you are feeling I'm going super duper slow? जरूरी है. Slow चल रहे हैं. Commission. Any commission above 15,000, 5%. Any casual income above 10,000, 30%. TDS and all above 5,000 for individuals, limit above 10%. तो इसी में ही ऐड कर देंगे. अरे सॉरी, I came out of the screen. Add over there. In your booster notes, add 194C. Single payment. Did we write already? Oh, sorry, I made you write. फिर क्यों लिख रहे? Single payment above 30,000. Lump sum, yearly payment above 1 lakh. If the payee is individual and HUF, 1%. Others, then 2%. See, this kabhi bhi they'll ask you commission, no? Ma'am, above 15,000 commission पे 5% लगता है ना? हाँ. Ma'am, casual income above 10,000 पे 5% लगता है ना? Lottery रहने दो, horse races रहने दो, whatever. Nice and clear to all of you. Of course, I'll teach the amendment also today, and tomorrow when I do TCS, I will revise it also. तभी तो ये आपको click होगा ना? चलो. Now some simple ones. I don't want to delete it, but I don't want to elaborate also. Like 194DA, insurance company making payment, okay, above 1 lakh to any resident person, 5%. See, all the TDS provisions are for resident person. Ma'am, but to non-resident also, if we generate income, we should deduct TDS, no? Section 195, alag se hai. Now what is this? Listen. Insurance company is making you payment. Okay? You remember if the single premium or put together premium exceeds 5 lakhs, then on maturity, whole insurance is taxable. If insurance is taxable, insurance company will deduct TDS at the rate of 5%. वो भी amount कितना 1 lakh के ऊपर. I want to repeat again. Now what I am linking is capital gain, other source TDS. देखो. On maturity, insurance company, whatever gives you on maturity, it is exempt. Ma'am, who said section 1010D? But if it is ULIP and you have paid premium, single or put together above 2,50,000, taxable under capital gain. Other LIC above 5 lakhs, single and all premium, taxable under other source. When it is taxable under 194DA, above 1 lakh paid by insurance company, TDS is deducted at the rate of 5%. इसके लिए directly go to your material and we will do one question. एक अच्छा question है and there are 2-3 bits in that. together. There's some procedural part in TDS also. वो ना TDS and TCS, all the procedure I'll do together. कल आज तो बस हमको लर्न करना है. 194 P, Q, all these are amendments, dear students. Thank you for all the likes. Keep commenting once the video is uploaded then also. थोड़ा 2 मिनट टाइम लग रहा है मुझे क्वेश्चन ढूंढने में, बट इट्स अ वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 11. आ जाओ all of you. Read it with me. 194 DA. Yes. Examine the applicability of the TDS provisions under section 194 DA. X is a resident to receive 4,50,000 towards maturity of LIC taken on 1/4/20, for which the sum assured is 4 lakh and annual premium is 1,25,000. Now we told you that sum assured, policy value, if the policy is taken after 1st April 2012, then you should not pay more than 10% of the sum assured as premium in a single year. But you have paid 4 lakh ka 10%, 40,000. But you have paid 1,25,000 premium. Then this 4,50,000 on maturity, is it taxable? Yes. TDS कितना डिडक्ट होगा? 5% of 4,50,000 का नहीं. When did you take the policy? 1/4/20. How much? 1,25,000. Yes. So year ending 21, 23, 24. 3 years you have paid the premium 375. And on maturity, sum assured you have received is 4,50,000. So the income, TDS is always deducted on income. It's very in-depth. Take your time. Revise it again at home. Ask if you have any doubts. Are you linking how one concept, one problem, one concept, one problem we are doing? So 4,50,000 minus 375. The difference income is 75,000. Pay 5% TDS कटेगा. $450. One second, here it should be 4 lakh. Please take care, change it. Though you have received 4,50,000, so many times we receive the amount with bonuses and all. But then 4 lakh. Please ask me this question again tomorrow. In spite of taking care कि all amendments are included, कभी कभी एक होता है. ये 4 lakh है. आपका sum assured तो 4 lakh था ना? And you have paid 375. Your own 375 has come back to you. How much income has come? 25,000. On that, TDS will be deducted at the rate of 5%. Why a resident is due to receive 325, for which sum assured is 3 lakh and annual premium is 35,000. Okay, right. Now, since the annual premium is less than 20% of the sum assured, 3 lakh is the sum assured. Annual premium is 35,000. But this policy is taken on 1 second, 31st March 2012. The answer I have made it is as if this policy is taken before 12. Shall I revise for all of you? See, if you take the policy before 31st March 2012, then premium you can pay on 3 lakh ka 20%. Now it is 10%. So 3 lakh ka 20% comes to 60,000. But you have paid 35,000 premium. So if premium is within the limit, no problem. It's all exempt. Hence, no TDS is required to be deducted under 194DA. Last, Z is receiving 95,000 in October towards maturity of the LIC, for which sum assured is 90,000 and annual premium is 15,000. Yeah, right. So even if this policy is taken, even though the annual premium exceeds 10%, see, are you all reading the question carefully with me? 90,000 का 10% 9,000 आता है, but you have paid the premium how much? 15,000, and the policy is taken after 1st October 2012. So if the premium is exceeding 10% of sum assured, it should be taxable. But then this amount received is 95,000. 194 DA TDA says amount received till 1 lakh, there is no problem. Right? Yeah. Just 2 minutes again. I'll have to take a break. If you want, take a break or check this question. I will revise this question again because like this only practical aspect of the TDS is in depth. थोड़ा time लगेगा. Check करो. All right. Half an hour more we will go. We are taking time because we are applying one concept and we are solving the problem. A simple concept was, if insurance company on maturity is making payment more than 1 lakh to the client, then TDS is deducted under 194 DA. है ना? Right? Okay. But here, if the amount is exempt on maturity, TDS will not be deducted. In the third case, amount is taxable because your sum assured is 90,000 and you are paying premium 10% से ज़्यादा, 9,000 से ज़्यादा. Still, it is TDS is not deducted because the payment is not exceeding 1 lakh. If the payment exceeds 1 lakh, then under 194 DA, it is taxable. Clear to all of you? 194 DA. Yeah, routine class, so the insurance chapter goes on for 4-5 days, and every day we are writing and learning. Here I am making best effort to combine that here. And please remember, like insurance commission, insurance on maturity also, the time limit. Okay. So insurance commission also, the TDS is above 5% and here also it is above 5%. Chalo. साथ में करते हैं. Let us go. How many we have finished, dear students? Are you all with me? Give some response in the chat box. All clear to all of you? Chalo. Next we'll do. Okay. 192 series we started salary. Salary is the only section where there is no rate. Whatever is the tax, divide by, what do you say? Tax divide by 12 you have to do. Now, 194 D and all, dividend above 5,000, interest on loan and all above, say 10,000, it is all taxable. All casual income above 10,000, 30% TDS. All kind of commission above 15,000, 5% TDS is there. 194C says single contract payment 30,000. Throughout the year, 25,000 ke 10 payments you do. You have exceeded 1 lakh, TDS is to be deducted. The one whom you are paying. If they are individual and HF, 1%, otherwise 2%. The best example was the catering and all what we did. I want you all to comment below, is this one concept, one question clear or not? 194C we have solved question. 194 DA we have solved question. Now, it's the season of IPL. All the foreign players, they come in India, they play matches and go. Are they earning in India? Yes. Should we deduct TDS? Yes. Under 194E. Any person making payment to non-resident sportsmen or non-resident sports association. Okay. Payment for participation in any game in India. I want all of you to write the example, IPL. Advertisement, hula la la la, that ad is there, no? All the cricketers are doing advertisement. Articles in the journal. So many times you see Times of India today, the special editor is Saurabh Ganguly. Like this. So if they are being paid either to play game or for advertisement or for articles, and who are these people? Non-resident sportsmen. They have come and played game in India. Can we say, oh, so happy, Brisgale for you. Brisgale. Sorry, huh? Not good in knowledge in cricket. So Gale to hai na, koi bhi hai. So Mr. Gale, you have played very nice in India. You can go to your country. IPL is over. Bye bye. Come in July 24 and file your return and pay the tax. Is it possible? No. So what we will do is 194E, we will deduct the TDS at 20% and 20.8%. That is 20.8 is actually TDS rate is 20%, but 4% on that is cess. Until now, only two sections I have discussed where TDS is deducted along with health and education cess. One is salary and another is this. I'll give you the gist, but yaad rakho. Amount paid to non-resident sports association or income received or receivable by a non-resident entertainer. We have a very good singer from abroad. For example, Justin Bieber or Vidya Walks. She's a singer from USA. She's coming in India and doing program. Yeah, comedy, singing, whatever. Then whatever income payment is made to them, 20.8% TDS is deducted. Clear? 194 EE, any person making payment under National Savings Scheme. In brief, it is called as NSS. Not applicable if the payment is made to legal heirs. You know, a person is deceased and his son is getting maturity pay the payment on NSS, then TDS is not deducted. NSS, NSC, they are all same. Payment above 2,500, 10% TDS. ठीक है, करो तो भी छोड़ दो तो भी. 194F, on account of repurchase of UTI. You know, when I surrender my shares to the company, it's called as buyback of shares. When I am a unit holder of a mutual fund trust, right? Then when I surrender my units to the unit trust of India, mutual fund, then when they repurchase from market, okay, they are liable to deduct 20% TDS. समझ में आ रहा है? अरे, I am a unit holder, like shareholders, like unit holders. I am holding units in Aditya Birla Mutual Fund. Now I surrender, and the fund, Aditya Birla Fund, only repurchases my units. So Dipti ma'am is selling her units to Aditya Birla Fund only. Are they generating income for me? So whatever payment they will make in that 20% TDS. Okay? Right. Next. Commission we have already done. Most important and practical. 194I. If I am paying rent to someone, am I generating income for them? Should I deduct TDS? Yes. 194I. Rent exceeding 2,40,000. Yeah. Payment to any resident, because if जिसको pay कर रहे if he is a non-resident, TDS will be deducted under 194, 195, sorry. Right now, for rent, let us go to note 4. After the table, all notes are there. So let us go to note 4. Problem 4 nahi, note 4. Rate of TDS on rent, plant, machinery, equipment. If I'm taking on rent and I'm paying rent above 2,40,000, up to 2,40,000, 194I is not applicable. If I'm paying rent of plant and machinery equipment, mine is a construction business. I keep taking cranes, dumpers, diggers from on rent. And if I'm paying rent above 2,40,000, 2% TDS. On rent of land, building, furniture, 10%. Okay. Again, this 10% and all is on the core value of the rent, not on GST. Because is GST applicable on rent? Yeah. In case of co-owner, TDS is applicable when rent received by each co-owner exceeds 2,40,000. This provision is also applicable for subtenants. I have given my premises on rent to hospital. Hospital is a tenant. They have given one room to the canteen wala, right? That's called subtenant. TDS is not applicable on the GST part. I already made you clear earlier also. Rent paid is 5 lakh. GST is 50,000. Total I have paid 5 lakh 50,000. Can we say, ma'am, till 240 to exempt hai na? Nahi hota. Right. Now TDS deducted is 5 lakh into 10%, 50,000. GST पे नहीं deduct होगा. And net check payment is 5 lakh 50,000. GST add करो, TDS deduct करो, and make the payment. Followed all of you? Whenever you are paying rent above 2,40,000 on plant and machinery and equipment, 2%. On land and building and all, 10%. Clear to all of you? 194I. 194IA. The next one. Transfer of immovable property, 1% of sale consideration on the stamp duty value. This I have already drawn one example in income from other sources. But now I'll again link it with the TDS chapter and explain it. 1 minute. Just give me time. I cannot go very fast because this chapter, the concepts are really very important. So you cannot just rush. चलो चलो जल्दी करो, ऐसे नहीं होता ना. Come to notebook, all of you. 194I. Rent above 2,40,000. That's the yearly limit of the rent for plant and machinery and equipment. Your electronics, dumpers, diggers and all. The rate of TDS is 2%. Land and building and furniture. The rate of TDS is 10%. 194I. अभी हम कर रहे हैं 194IA. It's very beautiful, linked with capital gain, your income from other source and TDS. What's the title? Transfer of immovable property. Transfer of immovable property. Look at the example. Raj has sold house to friend Simran. Shah Rukh Khan's name is Raj. I don't know, so many of you must not be watching Hindi movie, but I have picked up this example. Okay. Raj has sold the house. Just look here. Raj has sold the house to Simran. Okay. ASC. Actual sale consideration is 60 lakhs. Simran has given to Raj how much? 60 lakhs. But the stamp duty value is 85 lakhs. Ho gaya? Did I teach you stamp duty value? At the rate of section. This section you must know. If you don't know, learn now. 50C. If stamp duty value is more than the actual sale consideration for Raj. Who is Raj? Seller. What will be the sale consideration? Though Raj has received from Simran 60 lakhs, but what is the sale consideration? 85 lakhs. Who said as per section 50C? If the stamp duty value, registrar says, no, Raj, house you have sold is not 60 lakhs, it's 85 lakhs. So sale consideration 85 lakhs and cost of acquisition and the capital gain. Clear? किसके लिए Raj? Raj has received 60 lakhs as the ASC. ASC is actual sale consideration. But still, okay, how much they will receive the consideration from Simran? 85 lakhs. So capital gain will be paid on 85 lakhs. Now, Simran, it's your turn. This is the first consequence. Second consequence. Simran, if the market value of the house is 85 lakhs, why did your friend sell to you in 60 lakhs? Income from other sources, gift above 50,000, gift from unrelated person. 85 lakhs property, why your friend is selling you in 60 lakhs? 25 lakhs is taxable in the hands of Simran as gift. Third consequence, under section 194 IA. Under section 194 IA. See, if you understand this example, you will be able to solve capital gain, other source TDS. Almost like 21 classes are over. So now we should be able to link up the quality of learning we have done in these fast track batches. One concept, one problem. So I did say in capital gain that as per section 50C, if stamp duty value is higher than actual consideration, take that. Did I teach in income from other sources, gift of immovable property or cash or any asset? The difference is above 50,000, it will be taxable. Simran, why did you buy market value 85 lakhs property in 60 lakhs? Did Raj gift you 25 lakhs? Yes. And now TDS under 194A. Who should deduct the TDS? Simran at the rate of 1%. Now on which value? Simran has paid 60 lakhs, but what is the stamp duty value? 85 lakhs. Just pay 1%. 85 lakhs, pay 1%. That's 85,000. TDS is to be deducted. You want time to write? बहुत आराम से patience से I am teaching, and then also we will be able to complete tomorrow. We learn some new sections in TDS. TCS also there's an amendment in overseas tour package. कल करेंगे. TCS. Have you written this? What's the first consequence for Raj? Raj, even though your sale consideration is 60 lakhs, capital gain you have to pay on 85 lakhs. Who said that? 56. Simran, why did you get 85 lakhs property at 60 lakhs? 25 lakhs. This is Simran TDS. See, whatever is the sale consideration Simran is paying to Raj, under section 194 IA, 1% TDS is deducted. Though she has paid 60 lakhs, TDS will be deducted on 85 lakhs. Shall I close this example? So many of you are live now. Can you keep commenting? Huh? समझ में आ रहा है? And so many of you requested you are attending classes or you're working and you're watching as recording. Still comment below. All clear? Chalo. Yes, we will take this same over here. ये देखो. Raj sold house property along with rural agricultural land. Rural agricultural land, anyhow, it is exempt for a consideration of 60 lakhs and 15 lakhs. Can't believe I'm telling you this question can be asked for 6 marks because it is linking capital gain, other source, and your TDS. So they have sold a house and the rural land to Simran. He has purchased the house in 22 for 40 lakhs and rural agricultural land. Rural means village agricultural land. Even if you transfer, there's no capital gain because it's not a capital asset. Stamp duty value on the date of transfer is 85 lakhs. right? Examine the tax implications in the hands of Raj and Simran. So Raj, house is sold for 85 lakhs and he has purchased the house in 40 lakhs. So there's a short-term capital gain. Even though Raj has received from Simran how much? 60 lakhs. But 85 pay लगेगा. Rural agricultural land transferred is not a capital asset only. छोड़ दो. Simran, she got the property of 85 lakhs in 60 lakhs. So this will be taxable as income from other sources. Rural agricultural land, it's as it is exempt. And then TDS provisions. Generally for depositing TDS, there is time by 7th of the next month. But उनके लिए जो every month TDS काटते हैं, Simran is deducting TDS only once. Her books of accounts are not audited. She is not a regular deductor of TDS and all. So then for her, how much time is given? 30 days. 30 days from the transfer के अंदर Simran should deduct the TDS and pay. And because Simran has become a deductor just for this one transaction, that she purchased the property and she came under 194 IA. Now you can't say, Simran, you are a deductor, all the deductors should have TAN. This one-time payment should not have. These 2 points are very important practically. So 194 IA is over 194 IB. थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही slow हो गया. I don't know, these all are very late. 194 IB says that any individual HUF other than those covered. Okay, we will do this later क्योंकि इसमें J भी involved है. ये मैंने pending रख रही हूँ. 194 IB. I'm going to 194 IC. Payment by way of consideration in case of joint development of the property. TDS is there. नहीं भी करोगे तो चलेगा. 194JB, Chartered Accountants Professional, fees for technical service, royalty, non-competent fees exceeding 30,000 paid. Then TDS is to be deducted at the rate of 10%. See, TDS provisions are applicable to individual and HUF only if their books of accounts are audited. Yeah. So I am paying fees to a CA, 50,000. Am I generating income for a CA tax audit fees? Yes. I should deduct the TDS at the rate of 10%. 2% if he is engaged in a business call center. Otherwise, to 10%. Fees for technical services, royalty, non-competent fees above 30,000. You all know what is non-competent fees. We did it in the supply chapter in the GST. We are refraining someone. Okay, you can leave our organization. We'll pay you 50,000, but you don't join in 5 kilometers radius. We are refraining him from doing anything. That's what is non-competent fees. ठीक है, ये नहीं करना. We'll pay you the amount. Then if we pay them above 30,000, then TDS is to be deducted. ठीक है? At the rate of 10%. And call center का है तो 2%. 194J. Note 7. (194J). In fact, we have yet not started with the amendments. If you can watch tax amendment lecture 2, 194 NPQRS. 194 NPQRS. These are most important ones. 194J is when you are paying fees to a professional or non-competent fees above 30,000, you have to deduct TDS. Correct or not? That's what I said, right? You have to deduct TDS at the rate of 10%. Like for professional fees. You are paying to chartered accountant 50,000 fees for your audit. So deduct 10% TDS under 194J. Okay, here some differences are there, minuteness is there. That's why थोड़ा सा detail में ये table करेंगे. Ready all of you? थोड़ा detail में करेंगे, खास करके this one which is asked so much in the exam. Ma'am, what you are talking is 194J. Any payment to professional above 30,000, 10% TDS is deducted. But if the payee is engaged in call center or for technical service, 2% TDS ही कटता है. Payee is engaged, जिसको हम पे कर रहे हैं professional fees, it's a call center, 2%. Technical fees 2%, professional fees 10%. Royalty in the nature of consideration for sale, distribution or exhibition of film 2%. Other royalty 10% above 30,000. Now most important, any remuneration, fees, commission by whatever name called other than on which TDS is deducted under 192 is covered here. Superb example with nice logic, and यहाँ पे no limit of 30,000. आप लिखो, I will tell you. Non-competent fees is to clear, no? ये सब तो common है. हर जगह the limit is 30,000. Now see, write down. You are making payment to director. The full-time director. He's your employee. TDS will be deducted under 192. Agreed, all of you? Huh? Mr. Raja is full-time director in only our company. And we are paying him professional fees. But there is employer-employee relationship because he's full-time employed as a director only in one company. So TDS will be deducted under 192. 192 is if you give salary, then whatever is the tax divided by 12 and all. And if you are a free director, sitting in the board of some 5-7 companies, you are a freelancing director. Then your income is taxable under income from other sources. Then TDS ये वाला under 194J applicable. Link laga clear? Ma'am, have you taught this earlier? Yes, dear students, in salary chapter. I'm repeating, if you're a full-time director, you're working in a company, you're getting managing director's remuneration salary huge. TDS will be deducted under 192. Income will be taxable under that salary. If you are a freelancer director in so many companies and your income is taxable in income from other sources, then TDS is deducted 10%. But 30,000 limit is not there. No limit. And then non-competent fees वो तो same है. देखो, पूछो कोई डाउट है. Of course, I'll revise this and we'll do the procedural part tomorrow. 194 IBM, I'm skipping. Small ones I'll complete now in 5 minutes and close for today. But they are also very important. ये लिख के जाना है आपको director. Any commission remuneration fees paid to director. 10% TDS लगेगा, वो भी 30,000 limit is not there. Students do this mistake. I don't know how many of you are seeing. I'm highlighting the points. 194 DA, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से पैसे आते हैं ऐसे. So 194J is also over. IB I have skipped in between. Yeah. 194K is income on units of mutual fund above 5,000 in the nature of capital gain, taxable at the rate of 10%. Routine. R for reading. 194 LA. Compulsory acquisition of certain immovable property above 2,50,000. If government is acquiring its income for you, compulsory acquisition of immovable property, then whatever amount they pay, they'll deduct the TDS at the rate of 10%. Okay. This, if you want, read. If you want, skip. At inter level, so they are not asking. Final level, this covered in business trust, but एक बार पढ़ते हैं. Any person getting interest from infrastructure bonds, I mean, say fund, non-resident foreign company, 5%. Interest on borrowing in foreign currency, 5%. Interest on government rupee denominated bond, 5%. And here the investors are foreign institutional investors, popularly known as FIIs. समझ में आ रहा है आप सबको? तो NRIs को, we give lucrative, please come and invest in India. NRIs are saying, no, Baba, please leave us. We don't want to invest in India. You are charging very high rate of tax, 30%. No, if you put the money in infrastructure debt, only 5% TDS will be deducted and no other harassment, no tax. Come. Clear? Right. So for NRIs, 5% TDS, right? Okay. Now let me take you to some new sections. Okay? I know we are exceeding little limit, but 5 minutes. ये सुन के करोगे तो you will apply it tomorrow. 194N afresh I'll do tomorrow with example class. Will start with 194N. 194O I want to cover here. E-commerce operate, who facilitates sale of goods or provision of e-commerce participant. Okay. So who are e-commerce operators? Say Amazon, Flipkart. Who are e-commerce participants? Those sellers who sell on Amazon. Being individual and HF who have submitted PAN or Aadhaar details to e-commerce operator and whose turnover does not exceed 5 lakh. I just make small beautiful handicraft keychains and I'm selling. So I'm a small individual HUF. My turnover does not exceed 5 lakh. Amazon don't deduct the TDS. मेरे को पूरे पैसे दे दो. मैं छोटा मोटा इंसान हूँ. Simple, right? Then who is e-commerce participant जिसका TDS कट रहा है? 1% of the gross amount of sale or service. And if the e-commerce participant doesn't give the PAN details, then 5%. Okay. 194O will do little nicely only. It's very easy. 194OP जो छोटे छोटे हैं वो कर लेते हैं, so that tomorrow we can revise. I'll draw one example here. Same topic is there in GST also. E-commerce operator. IBM प्रोसीजर काफी छूटा है उनके हाथ से आज. Ma'am, how will you remember section O? Online business. Online business करते हैं ना, right? So here we have now e-commerce operator. ये देखो, मैं डायग्राम बना के आपको क्लियर बता रही हूँ. You should also take down. These are mind mapping. Don't draw this diagram in the exam. Just apply it, solve the problem, score the marks. E-commerce operator. कल भी अच्छा नाश्ता करके आना है. The class will go little longer like today. And you all are still connected. Thank you so much. God bless you all. E-commerce operator. Can we take example of Flipkart? Right. They are selling the goods to customer. They are selling the goods to customer. और e-commerce operator को कौन दे रहा है goods? दोनों side arrow नहीं करना. Sorry, just do it this time. E-commerce participant, also called as seller or vendor. Customer makes payment. कस्टमर किसको पे कर रहा है? ई कॉमर्स ऑपरेटर. ई कॉमर्स ऑपरेटर makes payment. E-commerce participant supplies goods and services. कोई भी. Are you all with me? E-commerce operator Flipkart is selling the money product to customer, collecting the payment, and who will deduct the TDS? E-commerce operator, deductor. E-commerce participant is deductee. किसका TDS काटेगा? 194 में. 1 second, dear students. It's a very nice diagram and example I am doing. I could have shown you my regular batch diagram कि ये कर लेना, draw and all, but ये तभी clear होगा. 1% on gross sales. Are you getting? Flipkart has sold 2 lakh के goods on behalf of e-commerce participant. Up 2 lakhs में it will take out its commission and all, but on the payment which it is giving to e-commerce participant, it will deduct how much TDS? 1%. Who will deduct 1% TDS under 194O? E-commerce operator. Yeah. अब डिडक्टी के पास no TDS, then 5%. Ma'am, you said 20%. Here it is 5%. And then they will make the payment after TDS and all. Clear to all of you? What you have to remember for exam 194O online business. Who will deduct the TDS? E-commerce operator. While making payment to e-commerce participant, oh, we have generated income for you. So 1% not on the income, this time on the gross sales. But अगर इसके पास TDS 1% of the gross sale, no TDS नहीं, no PAN, sorry. Please change this if you are writing. No PAN with deducting. Deducting PAN का detail ही नहीं दे रहा है, तो instead of 1%, Flipkart e-commerce operator will deduct how much? 5%. Now, e-commerce participant is exempt under section 194O. E-commerce participant आप free हैं, आपके ऊपर TDS नहीं लगेगा. If your turnover is up to 5 lakhs, you are a छोटा मोटा trader and you give PAN and all the details to Flipkart. So this is my PAN, you can check. I'm not having much turnover also. Individual and HUF less than 5 lakh turnover. Just small handicrafts and housewives and all कुछ ना कुछ बना के whatever they selling. Submit PAN. They will verify with PAN. Okay, in this name, okay, say Sri Lekha. She said, I'm just selling, my turnover is 4 lakhs. Okay. Sri Lekha's PAN, they will check कि कहीं और कोई income तो नहीं है. Okay. 194O is clear to all of you. E-commerce operator are generating income for e-commerce participant 1% TDS. E-commerce participant, if you don't give, what you will not give? The PAN detail. Then 5%. An e-commerce participant, you are a chota mota individual HUF with turnover less than 5%. कोई TDS नहीं कटेगा. ठीक है? Right? Next. I know we have exceeded, थोड़ा सा कर लेते हैं so that it will become easy. And if you are stretching little bit more with me, smile more. 194. Which one we have done? O. Okay. P is for senior citizen who doesn't have to file the return. R is for perquisite. S is newly introduced for virtual digital asset. Okay. So these three ones, that's it. We will do it tomorrow. Thank you so much. Yay! A big thank you to all of you for attending this class live. I've gone little more than only slow diagram and notes and concepts, which may problem, fir concept. This is the way it sings. And if you are revising in 1 hour clubbing and set off, then give TDS 3 hours. Are you getting what I'm saying? Few things are very easy. Clubbing 1 घंटे में समझना, 1 घंटे में problem, everything was over. But as good as your chapters, deductions and TDS are having good weightage in inter and final, and best part is no need to leave it in choice because these are 2 marks bits, 3 bits. 1 MCQ they will cover. So no question of escaping. I could not do some more TDS sections for updates, khas karke. 194N Cooperative Society, 194 IB. So whatever I have done revise, I will start the class with 194N tomorrow. Right? Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Any doubts you have, you can comment below. If it is all clear, comment below. Stay connected. Have all the power within you by saying this prayer. I take 100% responsibility for all my actions, behavior, emotions, decisions. I take responsibility. Okay? Then you come out of the things very fast. Bye-bye. See you all tomorrow. All the amended ones and important ones तो अब आएंगे. But ऐसा नहीं है, ये भी पूछते हैं. Homework में you can do some combined questions which are there. Right? Bye all of you.